Because two reasons. I wanted to be ahead of school, and Walker was a school that felt like the best match with my own values. So the core values of Walker, the mission of Walker absolutely resonated with me, aligned with what I believe about education. And then Walker seems like a great school that has a lot, has a great foundation and room for growth. And I hope I'm the right person, believe I'm the right person to come in and help take Walker from a great school to an even better one. So maybe there's a little element of what I hope is the truth, but I think people would say that I'm kind, I'm straightforward, maybe simple. I'm curious, I have a good sense of humor. I'm now going over 5 words, but 5 adjectives. that probably does it. I'm looking forward to getting to know everybody in the community. So it's a big school, and there's a whole lot of learning for me to do. But just developing relationships with everybody from the oldest alumni to the littlest preschoolers. I'm really looking forward to being able to dive in and get to know the people. And then the next thing is just getting to know the culture of the school. Any type of meaningful change that happens has to be built upon a strong culture, and so learning what that is and the areas where the school can grow and become better is something I'm very much looking forward to. I'm a lifelong learner, which is a cliche in the world of education, but I have a brain that can't stop trying to figure out how to make things better. So whatever is next is going to be, whatever I learn that can be improved upon motivates me to keep going. And chasing the question of what's best for kids, because I am a lifelong educator. It's not just my job, it's my life. And, that's dinner time conversation. And when I wake up at 2 a.m. and my brain turns on, that's what's going through my brain is how do we make, this place better for kids. My parents were both independent school teachers, and I grew up in Massachusetts on a boarding school campus. I have a sister who's 2.5 years younger than I am. So family of 4, very happy. It was at a boarding school in apple orchard country in the outer suburbs of Boston. I attended a high school called Groton School. That's an independent school. Actually, not the one my parents taught at, another one in the town. Went to college, actually had a moment sitting in math class in 10th grade where I knew I wanted to be a math teacher and a coach. And I got a job right out of college at a school called St. Mark's outside of Boston. There are a few St. Mark's, but I ended up at the one outside of Boston. Lived in a dorm with junior and senior boys. I coached basketball, I taught math, I was an advisor, I advised clubs and did 1,000 things and loved all of them. I was there for 5 years. Probably the best part of that 5-year stint was I met my wife, Allison. We got engaged, got married, and ended up moving to a school in Connecticut where we spent 18 years together, had 3 children. One addendum, in the midway point of our 18 years, we had a sabbatical year and lived in southern France, in Aix-en-Provence, and had our 3rd child while we were in France, taking a year off from teaching, which was an incredible experience. After 18 years at Taft, I got a job at Tampa Prep, which is in downtown Tampa, Florida, where I am right now, which is a 6 through 12 day school, and it's been a great stop, very different than my last one in Connecticut, and that gets me to this opportunity. I have a few more months at Tampa Prep, and I can't wait to get started here on July 1. My wife, Allison, is also a career educator who currently works for the Florida Council of Independent Schools as a director of professional development. And then we have 3 adult or young adult boys, men. Our oldest, Cameron, is about to turn 24. He's been out of college for 2 years. is working as for a property management company in Boston and lives with 2 roommates and is in that great stage of life where he is earning money and on his own, and we barely hear from him unless there's something related to baseball in the world. Our middle son Owen is 21 and is a junior at Rhodes College in Memphis, Tennessee, and is a music major. Hopes to be a sound engineer when he graduates, or produce music and be a rap star, one or the other, or both. And our youngest son, Zach, is 18, is a senior, so in his senior spring of high school, and is still waiting to hear where he's going to end up in college. That's a question that I'm not sure I can answer. I have an incredible city in the game Sim City. I don't know if that's my greatest accomplishment in life. Convincing my wife to marry me was a pretty awesome accomplishment, and not completely ruining 3 children that we had. So there are my 3 right there. I'm a lover of sports. I'm sorry that I'm a Boston sports fan. I can't shy away from that. I can root for Atlanta when they're not playing Boston. And I will take credit for the Braves winning the World Series, because I brought my Boston Magic to Tampa and then my Tampa Magic up here after I got the job. So you're welcome, Braves fans. I love to garden. I'm actually looking forward to getting up to Georgia, because Georgia's a better growing country than Florida, so I'm excited about that. I love to travel as much as I can. My wife and I, as empty nesters, are really excited about learning, all about the greater Atlanta area, and I love SimCity, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, ice cream and everything. Except for beets. I don't like beets. Late 80s, early 90s alternative rock. That's an easy one for me. So probably my favorite band of all time that I loved the most was the Pixies. I will say in the last couple years I have listened to Coldplay, tons and tons and tons, who I like a lot, but my youngest son absolutely loves Coldplay, and we're going to see them in June, so that will be a nice family moment. So I love to play SimCity, have I mentioned that? And there's an app called AnyList. So for anybody who likes to keep lists, AnyList is cool, but that's not what makes this app amazing. They have a recipe function in this app, and you can go on the web and find any recipe you want and download it and import it into the app, and so you can have your own personalized cookbook of all the recipes that you found. It's called AnyList, and it's incredible. Say hello, introduce yourself. Please forgive me if I don't remember your name, because there are a lot of people and I will try my best, but that's not my greatest strength in the world. I'll remember all the details you tell me about yourself. But just welcome my wife and me and my children when they're around with open arms. We're really excited to be part of the community.